Okay, so now we're on our way to go see the Pueo.
Yes.
And there's only one here.
We only have one Pueo.
Okay.
His name is Makamai, but I'll let Shari do it.
Okay, gotcha.
You're in for a very special treat.
I'm so honored. And can you tell me just a little bit why it's important that, beyond conservation, but why training plays a part in?
Because a big part of our job as zoos is to educate people. It's one thing to read about it in a book, but it's a different story to actually see the animals and actually learn about them, which is why you're here today. Okay. I'd like to introduce Shari Young. She's a zookeeper that takes care of the Pueo.
Nice to meet you.
This is Star.
Sherry, I'm so excited. Tell me a little bit about how long you've been at the zoo.
I have been here, this will be my 19th year.
Wow.
Actually, I've volunteered when I was in college. I'd come home from all my breaks, and then I actually volunteered at the vet clinic. And I volunteered with another keeper. I've always wanted to work with animals. I actually wanted to be a veterinarian, but that's a lot more schooling that I would have to do than I really want to do.
Yeah.
So then I got hired as a contract worker, and then a year later they opened it up permanently, and I went for it, and I guess they wanted me, so I'm still here.
And we want you too, Sherry. So tell us a little bit about the Pueo that we're going to encounter today.
So his name is Makamai. He's actually waiting. He's hungry. Makamai is 9 years old. He came to us from Kauai. He was found flying erratically in a neighborhood. He was fairly young. They deemed his right eye blind, so it was either he get euthanized or we take him in. So we took him in. I started working with him on the glove. Glove training is really good for him because it's a better way for us to see him closer. We can check his bad eye, make sure it's not sinking in, anything's wrong with it. His feet, his wing, everything. We could just make sure he's eating, and it's just really fun.
Okay.
Rubber glove is going to go on your left hand.
Okay.
Okay, and then we do have the leather glove because he does have talons.
Talons,
so
okay.
he has sharp claws.
I thought they'd be like up here. It's a small little glove.
He's little. Okay. He'll be okay. Okay. And then I'm going to help you put the mouse in your hand. It's not alive. So I'm going to have it head down.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to be squeezing there.
Like this, just like that.
And then what you're going to
squeeze
do,
it really tight.
squeeze it tight. You're going to present your arm out to him.
Okay, like this.
So if I'm him, okay, you're going to present it out. And then what you're going to do with your thumb is do a little wiggle with your thumb.
Like it's alive.
Like it's alive. Okay?
Like that's okay?
Great. So his right eye is bad eye. We'll make sure his left eye is looking at you or the glove. Okay? And then if he's not, you can always put your arm down so you don't have a bigger muscle on your left arm than your right.
So my dad's amakua is the Pueo, so I assume that it's also my amakua. And today will be the test if Makamai actually wants to love and protect me and be by me. If not, I have to go back to the drawing board with this little mouse.
Just be calm.
I'm not nervous. I've never been nervous in my life. I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, just watch your step, watch your footing.
Hi, Makamai.
Okay, and then we'll both go in. We'll all go in, and then...
Oh, my hand is kind of cramping.
Okay. Oh. So I'm gonna have you... Oh, he usually positions there. So I'll have you come in, and then you can come in as well. And then you can go right over by the leaf. What you're gonna do is, when he looks at you with his good eye, you'll present your arm up.
Okay.
Yep, so like right now. And then do a little wiggle with your thumb. So he's looking away, you can put your arm down to rest it. Okay. And then you can bring it up again. Yep, there you go. Okay, and you can bring it down. Okay. You can go up, take a deep breath. It'll be okay. Come on, Makamai. He's gonna come. Okay, it's just Makamai.
Hi, Makamai. I'm a friend.
Yeah, and he's gonna come. He's getting ready.
Hi, my friend.
And and then you can actually turn your body. He's actually on the ground right now.
Oh.
And then try again. Makamai.
Hi, Makamai. I'm a friend.
Yeah, he's gonna position himself. There you go. And then hold that mouse tight, and he's just gonna rip it.
Hi, my friend. Should I look at him too? Is that okay?
You can look at him, yeah.
Hi, my friend.
So you can tell the difference with his right eye and his left eye.
Wow.
And he has beautiful eyes.
So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hello, my friend. Hi, Makamai, I'm Star.
So what's interesting about Pueos is that they are diurnal. So they're awake during the day compared to regular owls that are nocturnal.
So Kevin was saying that it's taken years to get Makamai to like come and sit on the glove, things like that.
It takes time. You know, we had to take steps. First, getting used to us, being in his presence, then having this weird big brown thing in his presence.
Right.
And then that weird big brown thing holding his food. And then us holding his food.
Just like being here, like this feels like such a treat to be so close to a Pueo and get to see them up close. Like, wow. And is this coloring typical with Pueos?
It's a typical color. When we originally got him when he was younger, he was a very dark brown. And as he got older over the years, he started to bring out that light brown and that white. And so you could see like his feet are all covered with feathers.
Yeah.
Where like some birds are bare. And then I actually do have a feather of his that you can touch, because owls are known as silent killers. And they're known as silent killers because their feathers are so soft that when they fly, the prey can't hear them humming.
I'm glad you told me that he's called a silent killer after I put him on my arm.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, thank you for that information afterwards. Wow.
For the prey. Nah.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about a Makamai?
He is like a little dog that I can play with.
Yeah.
I can throw rocks around and he'll chase them around.
No way.
I'll give him puzzle toys and he'll actually try to figure out if I put food inside or like if I just put like something that's not food, which he gets very mad about.
So they do a lot of activity on the ground then?
Correct.
So I saw him walking around. I didn't know that that Pueos would spend some time there.
Yes. So they're more comfortable on the ground. We try to educate people that because they are more comfortable on the ground, they do nest on the ground. Hey, let's not feed mongoose, let's not feed cats, like where their nesting sites are, where they would be, or, you know, try not to poison any rodents or small birds because that's what they do eat. That's what they go for.
So how rare is it to see a Pueo in the wild?
Very rare. Like I've seen one flying over H3.
Yeah.
That was my first time out of all these years I've lived here.
Wow.
I saw one on Maui and very rare.
Wow.
So it's very, very rare.
I know you kind of just want to hug it. I won't.
Yeah.
But you want to, or hug her.
Him.
Hug him.
Yes.
Sorry, Makamai. Oh, and he has like a bracelet thing on his. Is that a tracking?
That is not a tracking. We call them bands.
Bands.
So that's just the identification for each bird. So each band will have a specific number identifying that bird.
Got it.
And then,
sorry. No. You keep going.
We do put it on the right leg, and that will identify him as a male. If it was a female, it'll be on his left leg.
Got it. Wow. Kind of like.
I see him cleaning his beak, so when they do clean their beak, that kind of means he's done.
Oh, okay.
So what you can do, you can actually toss it to him.
What does your best friend like to eat? Mouse juice, leaves. Sherry, thank you so much. That was so incredible. I'm curious, like, what you wish people knew about Pueos.
They look very cute, but try not to touch them.
Gotcha. It kind of seems like it might be really hard to touch them in the wild, though.
Right. They are going to be skittish of people. They are going to fly away. Just try to be mindful not to feed any feral animals, you know, that if you know that they're breeding in that area, because they do like to be on the ground, they like to breed on the ground, and we want to grow this population because they're not anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
But in Hawaii.
Who are the top predators to pueos here in Hawaii?
Cats, mongoose, even dogs. So those are our 3 right now. On Big Island, I mean, you still have the hawks, but we don't have any hawks here.
Yeah.
They're in their exhibit.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, we just try to educate people, like, try not to feed these feral animals around these breeding sites. We want our endemic birds population to grow.
Yeah. And why is it so important for people to come to the zoo and have these experiences and get to know, like, Makamai?
They'll never see one unless they're actually out and they know where the breeding is or where they're actually located, and you get to see this beautiful Pueo that you'll never get to see.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite organizations that are doing a lot of good conservation work for pueos?
Actually, UH is doing a research on a couple breeding grounds on Oahu, just keeping track of where they're breeding, how much they're breeding, what they're using as nesting material, what they're eating, when they're breeding, when they're not breeding. So it's pretty interesting to learn all these things because we don't know much about them.
Yeah, wow. Well, thank you so much for guiding me through that process. And I've made a new best friend.
I actually have feathers for you to touch.
That's right. Okay, wait, let's do that.
So Kelly has them.
The feathers.
Bring in
The feathers, please.
Where is my feathers?
His kids up, but he did your ani owl checks.
Okay.
The Nene were fed.
Thank you. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the owls are called silent killers because their feathers are so soft that when they fly, the prey can't hear it. So I have 2 feathers here. This is actually from a scarlet macaw.
Wow.
One of their tail feathers, and this is Makamai's. So what I'll have you do is use your thumb and your pointer, and you're gonna pinch the feather down the shaft, and then you'll feel how soft it is. So we'll start with the scarlet macaws,
Okay.
and then this is Makamai. So you actually got to touch Makamai.
Wow. So soft, like a blanket, like Sherpa. No, not Sherpa.
It is.
Wow.
So
Yeah, this, wow.
and then you'll see birds like when they preen. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't take it away.
When they are preening, you know, they're like taking off like mites, anything like that on their feathers. And what they're actually doing is they're zippering their feathers back together. So if it's all messed up like that, they're actually zippering it all back together.
Oh, wow. So are their feathers softer because they needed to adapt to be more silent?
Correct.
Wow. Because they were smaller, so they needed an advantage.
Even the big owls. The big owls. It just depends what location these owls are. But I believe they're all soft like this.
That's incredible. Thank you for showing me that.
Of course.
So these, like, will he shed the feathers, or he picks them out, or they fall off?
They actually molt twice a year.
Okay.
So before breeding season and after. He's the same color before and after.
Yeah.
Whereas some
Gotcha.
other birds, before breeding season, especially the males, they call it dimorphic, where they'll change the color of their feathers, and they'll be more bright
wow.
and like radiant. And then when breeding season is done, they will molt those feathers, and they'll look exactly like the female, which is a very dull color.
Wow. And are pueos endangered?
Are they okay now?
What?
The pueos.
The Pueo, they're endangered on Oahu. But that's
Okay.
the only update that I've had recently, but it didn't say on the other islands.
Okay, so pueos are just endangered on Oahu.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was like, I don't know about
No.
here. I was like, I don't know other places. Are
No,
okay.
so does that mean that there are any breeding efforts in Oahu for pueos? Or?
We just know just that the UH research has been just, you know, keeping track of them. And even us, like, trying to educate people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you do see one breeding, like, try not to feed and
Right.
leave them alone and things like
So
that.
cool. Well, thank you so much for showing us around
of course.
and for the work that you've done here at the zoo.
Thank you.
You guys, that was absolutely crazy. I had no idea that I'd get to, one, see the ani owl, which has never been seen before on camera. What the heck? but also that I got to hold a Pueo, which is my amakua, and it was confirmed today because Sherry said it flew to me quicker than it's flown to anybody ever, so boom. But I just want to give an awesome shout out and a mahalo to Kelly, Sherry, and Kevin for giving us the behind the scenes look. You too can come experience all of the joy that the Honolulu Zoo has to offer. They have an amazing app that shows you all the activities. It gives you a map of the area. You can come, there's discounts, there's events, but most importantly, I want to plug that the Honolulu Zoo also accepts donations so that we can keep this amazing place open and running and beautiful, and also it supports the conservation that they do here in the heart of Waikiki. As a Kapahulu native, this place is so important to the community and also the education of our keiki. So you can check out www.honoluluzoo.org, donate, come visit. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Cart Convos at the Honolulu Zoo. I'm Star, and I'm excited to see you on the next one.